our YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to do a random ranking. We're going to go to that movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking some movies. You know what? I'm going to cut this mustache off tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow or... yeah, I don't know. Either tomorrow or the next day. What is tomorrow? Wednesday? Maybe I'll cut it off on Thursday. No, probably tomorrow. I think what I'll do, because I'm also getting a haircut, because look at this. I had no idea how thin my hair was until, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have this, like, section here that would comb over, but I didn't realize it was a comb over. So, I don't know. I'm going to try something new. Also, this is for summer, just because it's so thin up here, and I can't get, like, sunscreen up here. And, you know, when we're at zoos and we're at going on walks and outside, it's just, like, beating down on my scalp. And I'm like, you know what? We better buzz it so that I can lather it up with some sunscreen. But anyway, this is probably going to be the last random ranking with a handlebar mustache, unless I change my mind. But let's get to picking those movies, shall we? Okay, here we go. I'm thinking this one, and then I'm thinking maybe this one here. What's this one going to be? Here, and then, I don't know, maybe something down low. Let's bring it down a little bit and see what happens. All right, let's make sure we've seen them. Have not seen that. Yes. Oh, come on. I did both of these not that long ago. All right, we're starting completely fresh here with this, then maybe this film, and then this film here. What the heck is that? That feels very strange. Oh, yeah. Haven't seen it. So I got to get rid of The Sons of Katie Elder because I have not seen that yet. All right. Wait, did I just do this one too? Did I just do Survival of the Dead? I feel like I did. See, I put a lot of my movies away. So I got to like... yeah, this one. Did I see that? I don't think I saw that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. This is stellar over here. Okay, so what we have is... let me grab all these. There we go. So we have E.T. right here. One of the greatest films ever made, right? This is by our man Steven Spielberg. The score is also absolutely wonderful in this by John Williams. It's just magical. It's like it's also like stuff you don't see today, because this is like a kid's film in a lot of ways, right? It's like a children's film. And something we've noticed with our kids when we show them these movies that we grew up with, they're much more intense than a lot of the stuff that's presented today with like emotions and feelings. It's not just like, you know, silly stuff, right? Which I feel like is what is mostly pushed out today in a lot of ways. The children's films of the 80s and early 90s are a little more challenging. And like we showed the kids, well, yeah, I guess 90s in general, because we showed the kids Babe. And man, that was tough for them to watch when that one sheep died, was killed by those wild dogs, those stray dogs. But this is another one. Like, my wife was heavily, emotionally wounded by this movie. I don't think I was. I was kind of scared of, like, you know, withered E.T. when he's all pale. And she was too. And actually, you know, that part really freaked her out when she was a kid, she says. And, I get that feel the same way. But it is interesting how these movies have shifted, and I think it's because we don't always want a difficult watch. We don't always want something challenging, and this is a good challenging film. I don't know if it was at the time, but it is now, I feel like. I mean, it probably was at the time, but I'm just saying, like, it's more challenging now for kids because they aren't used to seeing stuff like that. In a world of Minions, you're not getting something like this with practical effects that now feel extra scary to them. All right, next we got ourselves a little bit of that Truman Show right here. This movie is great, and look, it's like I'm Truman showing myself right now. Every single day I do a little. It used to be more like my life, but I still do those every once in a while. Now it's more just like my movie collection. But the camera was following him everywhere. He didn't know it. So I'm like Trumaning. He was being Truman. But yeah, great film here. This is Jim Carrey. He was at the top of his game for so long. So like, how can you even say this is top of his game? Because it was a nice stretch in the 90s. He was like at the top of his game, like hit after hit after hit. Like 1994 just is the year of Jim Carrey if you're talking about movies in a lot of ways, right? But this one is great as well. What year was this? 98? Okay. Yeah, so what would that be, like 4 years later? He was doing a little more dramatic stuff here. What were some of his other great drama pieces? I mean, this still has funny comedy stuff in it, but way more dramatic. And it just, it told it was like prophetic in a way. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, other serious movies. Eternal Sunshine, The Majestic, number 23. Yeah. Ugh, bad movie. Bad movie, Jim. But this one, not a bad movie. Amazing. Very good. Next, we got ourselves a little bit of that Officer and a Gentleman. This was, I feel like, one of my mom's favorite movies. That's how I saw it and knew about it and grew up watching it. We didn't own it, though, so I don't know if I caught it on TV or it was rentals or what, but very early movie memories as a kid watching this. And of course it has that, very famous scene that they're giving away right here at the end. Why are they doing that? The reason they're doing that is because this is physical media. They had it on a shelf and they were like, you know what, if we put this amazing picture on the cover, people are going to remember that moment and be like, I want to buy that movie. So it is a spoiler cover that we're looking at here. Good movie though. Lou Gossett Jr. won an Oscar for a supporting role in this film. Rest in peace to him. He died somewhat recently. Was that maybe just last year? 24, 23, somewhere around there. How are we going to rank him? It's tough to not put Truman Show at number 1, but I got to give credit where it's due. This probably should have won Best Picture over Gandhi. I got Gandhi up here, but I don't know, where's Gandhi? Somewhere up here. Gandhi is good. I do like it. I've only seen it probably 3 times. It's very long. I think Gandhi has the record for the most extras ever used in a single shot. Richard Attenborough, who as Dr. Hammond, he directed Gandhi. And after he won, his film won, I believe somewhere he said that E.T. should have won, which, I kind of agree with that. I don't like biopics winning Best Picture. Gandhi, very important character, very well-known character. People are always going to know him. So that one's a little different, I think, in terms of, I don't know. Sometimes I think of like imagine if Aaron Brockovich won Best Picture. That's just a person. That's just Aaron Brockovich. It's just weird to me. Or, Emile Zola, maybe. I mean, you don't know where things are going to move, but, you ask most people, who's Emile Zola? They're not going to know who it is. Gandhi, I feel like, is an exception. You ask people, everybody's going to know. There's that movie, The Queen, with Queen Elizabeth. Had that one won, that would have been like an exception, because she's forever. And Gandhi, I feel like, is up there. Gandhi's sort of forever also. But as generally, I don't like it when biopics win Best Picture. So this would have been cool. Written for the screen. For the screen. That's, let's say I think both of those movies are equally good and I had to come up with a tiebreaker. The tiebreaker is, for me, between two movies, which one's better and which one should win Best Picture, is which one was written for the screen and which one is not a biopic. That sort of thing. That's usually what I do. Not based on the life of, that sort of thing, right? Because, like, I really liked The Theory of Everything. I thought that one was great. I also think Birdman, really interesting movie. But if I have to pick between the two, I think both of them are great films. I probably felt more emotions, had a more emotional experience when watching Theory of Everything. But which one is written for the screen? I mean, both I think, written for the screen, but you know what I mean? It's like, although maybe that one's based off a autobiographical book. I don't know. But regardless, a biopic I would shove to the side and I would have put Birdman up front. But anyway, here we go. E.T., I'm going to go with number one, then Truman Show. Jim Carrey, you deserve it. In a lot of cases, Truman Show would have been number one. He just happened to go up against a juggernaut here. So E.T., The Extraterrestrial, then The Truman Show, and then Officer and a Gentleman. That's my ranking. These are great classics here. But my question to you is, have you seen these movies? These three right here. And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.